So welcome all Geminis. Welcome all Geminis. All eyes on Gemini. All eyes on Gemini. Okay, this is a collective reading, obviously. That's all I gotta say about it. It could be also a love reading, since that sometimes, you know, you know what I mean? Oh, hello. Just kidding. Didn't even come out of there. No. Or if I look directly, then you will know this is not me. Oh, that wasn't me. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay. The Hanged Man. Oh, right. Knight of Wands. Interesting. Alright, straight away I'm getting off the bat that you might have seen someone in a certain light because of past, I don't want to say trauma, because that's like the word of the century right now. Trauma. You know, just even saying the word trauma can evoke trauma, but past, you know, experiences, you know what I mean? So I think maybe you had a certain perspective on a past lover, Queen of Wands, you know, in reverse, that you went about the relationship very protected, but not, you know, you weren't attacking necessarily, but you were on the defense, right? Then we got this Nine of Wands, still paranoia energy, super paranoia, okay? This could also be the way someone felt about you, right? And this goes for both females and males, or theys and thems, and, you know, everyone else involved. You guys are always included, trust me. I hate to disclude anyone. Okay. How can we proceed with this? I think you have to be careful with what programs you take into any relationship, what programming, you know? Say someone treated you like absolute crap in a previous relationship, right? You meet someone and everything's like magnificent. You're like, oh my God, this person has changed my life, my world, my air, my water, the earth I walk on, you know what I mean? And then the roses, you know, they start to dry up, and you're like, ooh, flaw, and you let the flaw kind of take over, right? You're choosing to have that perspective. So the Hangman really does advise that try to look at things upside down. When you look at anyone upside down, we all kind of look funny, you know? We all have flaws. You look at yourself upside down, ooh, even more. Then we got the Page of Cups, and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it looks like maybe Gemini, you were a little reckless with your indulgence. Yeah, especially with the Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, and then Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Really, anything can be a drug, right? And I mean that. Anything can be a drug. Even overanalyzing can be a drug. And I am overanalyzer to the max, right? Overanalyzing a situation. Am I safe? You know, is this person up to par? You know what I mean? So a lot of times what can influence that are our outside sources, you know, the wands, the cups we take in. What are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding yourself? What are you choosing to research? And are you applying it accordingly, or do you just think you're applying it accordingly because you're researching it? You're like, oh my god, I'm so smart, I've read all these books. But the smart person actually applies what they've read to everyday life. And it's not easy. You know, this is why there's not a perfect human being out there. We can't always apply the knowledge we've learned, even through past experiences, to every situation. You know, and it's also, it's like, be nice to yourself, right? Be nice to yourself with that. And with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you know, I think you've been doing this for a very long time. This overanalyzing energy that I'm picking up on, this using vices and feeling like you're using them in a very respectable way, and therefore, because you're self-disciplined with any vices that you're receiving, any information you're taking on, any studies that you're choosing to embark on, you feel like because you have this down in your life and it's fulfilling, that like you're powerful, which you are. We all are. We can be. We're powerful. But for how long have you been in denial? How long have you been in denial of this paranoia that's still there? Okay? Then we got the Fool, Seven of Cups in reverse. I'm gonna pull one more card to make that an even 3, just so I can get a clear picture on what this Fool and Seven of Cups in reverse is really meaning. Spirit. Oh. No. That's too many. We're gonna go with this one because it's further. Okay, Justice, upright position. Okay. So I'm asking, how long have you been in denial, right? Are you in denial of anything? Is there anything you feel like you're in denial of? We have the Fool, you know, embarking on a journey 2 feet in, you know, full feet in. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Maybe you chose to, you know, because of all of this, you're kind of like, I'm doing my same routine every day, and yet I still feel stagnant. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is there, because you're like, what the heck? Like, I'm putting in the time, I'm putting in the work, but yet why do I still feel stuck? So then you're like, it's time to move. It's time to shift places. Maybe not just move places, but you're like, it's time to embark on something new. Maybe you're going to join a group, right? Maybe you're going to go to a grief counseling. Maybe you're going to go to, you know, I'm going to go to a new bar, you know. I'm going to go to a coffee shop this time, right? And you're like spontaneous about it. But in order to actually go to this new bar, or to go to this coffee shop, or to move places, you know, you have to spend a lot of your resources, your time, your energy, your money, right? And that's why that Seven of Cups is in reverse, because all of what you once had, this abundance, kind of poured out. Because you're like, oh man, I kind of foolishly spent all my resources here, right? I kind of foolishly spent all my resources. But we do have the Justice card in upright. So it's like telling you to get back in balance, bro. Or brah. Get back in balance, dude. Like, after you spent all your resources, you need to replenish that. Maybe you didn't really need to embark on a new journey. You know, maybe you just need to go within a little bit more in a different way. I don't have all the answers. I really don't. But I have a lot of questions. I'm full of them. I'm full of them. Alright, spirit guides, ancestral, heavenly, divine, intuitive messengers. We're going to read how it fell. We got the Hermit. That's exactly what I'm saying. The Empress in reverse. Oh, damn. Okay, spirit guides. And then we got the Five of Swords in reverse. It's time to go within, you know. It's time to look, take a deeper look inside and appreciate everything that once was, right? It's time to stop looking at people in such a negative light. You know, and again, this could be someone towards you. It's time for someone to stop looking at you in such a negative light. It's time that, like, maybe when, a lot of times I feel like when I negatively think about someone, I feel like it's also them negatively thinking about me, right? Or it could be them, like, feeling guilty. Like, oh man, beating themselves up and being like, I really treated this person poorly. I really treated Gemini poorly. I could have done this. I could have done this. And then if you feel this, like, they treated me poorly kind of energy, it could be them, like, feeling that way towards you, or just what I just said, okay? And it's time to look at the star. This Hermit here, he might be cloaked, you know, but he might be inward, you know, cloaked, introspection, but he's using everything he has learned thus far to look at that star, you know? Then we got the Empress in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse, okay? You might feel like you've won the battle, but you haven't won the war. You haven't won the war, right? And when I talk about war, I don't believe in war. I don't condone war, is all I'm trying to say. I'm just saying we can all go through turbulence within ourselves, right? The inner choir, you know, the inner child, fighting our ego. Me, I want attention. No, you don't deserve attention. Gotta work hard. You gotta move. You gotta do this. You gotta do distract. But no, I just want love. I just want to be heard. I just want to be heard. I just want to be recognized. I'm still sad. That's okay. That's okay. You're still sad. It's okay. So the Hermit, Empress in reverse, Five of Swords. Yeah, it's basically what I just said. You know. It's like, don't look at things in a certain light. Try to look at the light. Try to just see the light. And same with other people towards you. You could be feeling certain ways. You could be like, what the heck, bro? Like, I let that go. I healed from that. And if you're still feeling that, then maybe you need to reach out to that person and be like, hey, I just want to say one more time, you know? Like, or don't even reach out. I don't really partake in cord cutting ceremonies because I feel like cord cutting ceremonies are similar to burning bridges, and I do believe that we learn from everyone, the collective, right? Even people who have done us wrong. I do believe that burning bridges isn't the way to go. It's what they want us to do. They want us to hold grudges towards each other to keep us separated because it's another way of controlling us. You know, if we hate our enemies, then we're doing the work for the people who want us to not work together in order to, you know, collectively rise, right? So if we hate our enemies, then we're doing the work for them. Okay? Okay, I've got to do the tug. Come on. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, got some messy spirit guys over here. Eight of Wands. Strength card in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Nice, okay. Nine of Swords. Eight of Wands. Strength card in reverse. I understand that you've probably gone through betrayal, major betrayal. You know, and it could have taken your resources. It could have made you have to build again from the ground up. You know, it could have really tampered your voice. It really could have tampered with your loyalty. You know, with that bravery, with the Strength card in reverse. You know, like, don't confuse bravery for, like, protecting yourself, right? It's easy to protect ourselves. You know, again, like, that's the most natural thing to do after being hurt. You're like, I don't want to die. And, you know, I see the lion coming after me. I'm not just gonna stand here and let it get me. I'm gonna run away, or I'm gonna fight it, or I'm gonna, you know what I mean? It's easy because we want to survive. So I understand that, like, you understand where this is coming from, where this ego is coming from. Your ego has had to expand, or their ego has had to expand because of, you know, and so this looks like a lot of perspectivism, you know, a lot of perspectivism, like you see two sides of the coin. You see where it's coming from, right? But the challenge, what I'm challenging you to do is to, that childlike energy again, become a child, embrace the inner child. Embrace the inner child, you know, play with it. And embracing the inner child doesn't always have to mean with other people, you know. With this Four of Swords, it's hanging up the swords. You're hanging up the swords. You're like, all right, I can take a nap, you know. All right, I don't need to respond to that comment. All right, I don't need, you know, to defend myself right now. Like, that's their loss. If they're still stuck in that mentality that I did them wrong, all right, let them believe that and see where that takes them, you know. But childlike could be I was gonna say playing with yourself because of the Four of Swords. But sure, yeah, please. Self-pleasure, everybody. Please partake. Read a book. Read instead of reading so many factual books, maybe go read something that's in the more fantasy, you know, fantasy, epic genre. Alright, let's do a cannabis oracle deck metaphysical card deck. So again, I like to do a disclaimer. This is not for everyone, and it's not just for people who partake in marijuana. But if that offends you, this plant right here, if that offends you, you can get out. Alright. So the card we picked is Ifarada, which is healing. I know there's another sign that pulled this card as well. Another sign. Here we go. Remember to breathe through your downloads. With me, because I am just starting out, it is hard for me to breathe through all these downloads because I feel like I have so much to share, and I'm just like, get every thought out, get every thought out, get every thought out, get every thought out, a million times running through my head, right? And so therefore, like, you might see me stumble, whatever. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. It's no biggie, Smalls. I can't find it. I'm just kidding. Where is Ifarada? Hello? Oh, there it is. Number 48. Okay. The moon box witch the moon box of the witch doctor has spilled open to reveal a pool of water. The cannabis leaf, earth, and the flower of life, fire, represent the spirit's awakening in the physical body. This is the card for the spiritual sign of Sagittarians because it combines wisdom with that special off-the-cuff behavior. Ifarada is the problem solver with many solutions. This card represents a balance between our primal, animal nature and our divine spiritual side. Your favorite Sagittarian has big, when did you forget your divine energy? When did you forget you were divine? Energy. And more often than not, they are the source of your growth experiences. Being in the human experience requires enthusiasm first, then discipline, and then later dedication. Ifarada often signals a time for travel, which is essential to the soul. This card appears when the bridge between your higher self and your human self jokingly pokes at you to take that trip with your friends or lover. It reminds you not to be so serious and to remember that your experience is sometimes the best teacher on your journey of awakening. The opportunities for growth are infinite in your career, your life, your business, and especially your wealth. If Ifarada appears, it is time to ask yourself, is it time to go back to the EQ, and make more changes and allow myself to let go? Ole, 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 ole. That definitely resonate. Ole, cause that resonate. Okay. Let's do some storybook collection Pokemon. So I bought this book for my son, and he loves to be like, which is that one? Which is this one? Which is this one? Which I'm starting to love right now, actually, now that I'm talking about it a lot. I love that he's so curious about everyone. He's fascinated about what each one actually mean, because they do have like different powers, and even if they're under the same category, they still are like unique, right? Just like every one of us. So everybody gets a Pokemon now, and I'm not gonna keep explaining this as time goes on, but I want to mention him. Alright, what is the Pokemon for Gemini or Pokeplace? Holy, ole, we got the Pikachu. It says height 1 foot 4 inches, weight 13.2 pounds, electric. It's a mouse Pokemon. What it says on this, there's a lot of Pikachu pages in this book, of course, because it's Pikachu. They don't all explain him thoroughly, but I'm going to read what this page says. It says, Ash has come to Alola from Pallet Town in the Kanto region with his best friend and loyal companion Pikachu, an electric-type Pokemon. Ash dreams of one day becoming a true Pokemon master, and Alola offers a variety of exciting new Pokemon to discover. Nice. So that gave you like a best friend, Pokeplace, and goal to become masters. Everybody become a master of your own